Hey guys, it's Vicky. So I'm coming to you a bit different today. I'm in black and white and I'm just kind of playing around with my videos. I'm not wearing any makeup, so I'm coming to you in black and white. And this video is also going to be very black and white too. Like, I love doing videos about like really super positive things. I was going to do a video that of like 4 signs that what you want is on its way to you, but then I was like kind of like, oh, that's kind of boring. Well, it's not boring, but I kind of like talk about, like, I like talking about like the really kind of like nitty gritty real life stuff as well, and this is one of those videos. Okay, so today I want to give you guys 4 signs that you're dealing with a controlling personality. And this doesn't have to be someone that you live with. This doesn't have to be your husband or your wife or your partner. This could be a friend. This could be someone at work. This could be like a relative or something that's kind of controlling. Okay, so just like, as I go through, and just kind of bear that in mind. Okay, so number 1, the first sign that you're dealing with a controlling personality is everything is your fault. Okay, there could be like, have you ever had like something happen that you weren't even there, but it's kind of like still made out to be your fault, right? Maybe it was your fault that you weren't there, right? Everything's just always your fault. It's like, no, these people aren't accountable. You're almost like a scapegoat for them. Okay, it's like everything's just your fault. They're a victim, and you could be like the other side of the world, and something happens, and like it's still your fault. Okay, I mean, you are always the one in the wrong. Okay. Even things that are like beyond your control, you're always the one in the wrong. Okay, so that's number 1 sign that you're dealing with a controlling person, is you're like a scapegoat. You're blamed for anything and everything. Okay. Number 2, they're highly critical. They may undermine you. They may undermine things you say, you do. They may invalidate your opinions. They may even like try to shame you. They may even, purposefully get you in public so they can shame you. They may start arguments in really like public places just so they can embarrass and humiliate you. Okay, because that's how they feel good. Okay, that's how they feel powerful, is when they, disempower somebody else. Okay, so if I'm looking down, by the way, I've made notes. By the way, I have a full list of these. I'm not going to go through them all now. If you want them, reach out to me. Okay, I did forget to say that at the beginning. But yeah, magnifying your flaws, constantly bringing up things that you aren't good at, bringing up things that you did a long time ago that were wrong. Okay, just really making jabs at you, criticizing you, condescending you, like making fun of your dreams and goals and your opinions. Okay, so number 3, they don't want you to see people you love. Like, isolating is like a trademark of a really controlling person. They don't want you having contact with anybody else. It's like, to them, you're not a person, you're like property. They see you as a possession, as a toy, like you're theirs. Okay, you're not theirs, but like in their mind. Okay, they don't want anyone else having your time or your attention. Like, maybe it is someone that you live with and you want to go and spend time with your family or your friends, or maybe you got grown-up children and they don't like it when they come around. They want to they make you feel guilty for basically having other people and having a life. Okay, you're like, they just want to put you in a corner and have you really kind of like worship them on your hands and knees. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it might not even be that obvious. And like with a controlling person, they often won't come out and say this. They often won't come out and say, I don't want you to do that. Oftentimes it's things that are more subtle but get under your skin. Like, you answer a text to somebody and they may like give you the silent treatment afterwards. You might wonder what you've done wrong. It's like, well, I just answered a message. Or they might just kind of glare at you when someone calls you. Maybe your mom calls you on the phone and your partner doesn't like her or whatever, that kind of stuff that just gets under your skin. Like, and if they've been doing this to you a long time, they've probably got a whole arsenal of things that they can do or say, or and they trigger you. Like, they know how to get under your skin. It's not always like super obvious, so it's like you can't always go and tell someone because it's not always really obvious. And it's oftentimes people that like come across like really nice to everybody else, and if you try to tell someone, it's like, what are you talking about? They're a really nice person. It's almost like they're so skilled at brainwashing everybody, and you're the only one that can see it sometimes. Okay, so and they may have ways of punishing you anytime you do anything that upsets them. Like, you get out of line and they don't talk to you for 2 weeks, or they upset you or hurt you, and it's almost like you're almost terrified to do anything. because you know you don't want any conflict. You try really hard not to upset this person because you know that there'll be conflict, you know that there'll be drama, you know you're gonna end up drained, so it's almost like you just feel like, oh well, I'll just keep my mouth shut and try not to upset them. Okay. Number 4 is this is actually really kind of sinister, but they keep score. They don't forget anything. It could be like something they did for you 10, 20 years ago, and they talk about it like it was just yesterday. Okay, they have this way of making you feel like you're indebted to them, like you're obligated to them. Or they may even be like overly generous as a way to keep you indebted to them. Like, you know, maybe you don't want to go and hang out with them because they're not nice to you when you're with them, but you know, they do a lot of stuff for you. And then you kind of feel guilty. You think, well, I really should see them and talk to them because they do all these things for me. But even when you're around them, they're not even nice to you. Okay, it's like a way to keep hold of you. It's like they've got reins on you, and if you don't like cut the reins off, you'll never get away. Okay, and so like they don't forget anything. They may like not even. It's like if they help you out with money, they may not want the money in return, but they may have like other ways of you paying them back. It might be that, you know, you have to spend lots of time with them even though you don't enjoy them, but then they're like, it's almost kind of like they instill in you that you need them and that you don't believe that you can break away from them. Like it's really kind of like, it can get really, really messed up. And so that's why it's like so sinister. They might come across like they're being really nice, but really it's just a way to keep hold of you. Anyway, yeah, I hope that was helpful to you. If you want the full list, like if you feel like you're dealing with a controlling person, or you just, you know, maybe know someone that is, send me a message and I'll get that full list sent out to you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.